My name is Ahmed. This is my family's home in Douma, Syria. We were happy here. We went to school. I wanted to be a doctor when I grow up. We had lots of family, cousins, uncles, aunties, and grandparents. My mother took care of the home, and my father worked as a math teacher. But then, the war started. It started slowly. We didn't know it was going to be a war. People walked in the streets, protesting against the government, against the dictator Bashar al-Assad. People hated the government because they put you in prison and tortured you if you ever said anything bad about them, or asked for your rights, for freedom, or justice, or equality. The numbers of people walking in the streets every Friday in many cities became more and more. People called for freedom. Then the army started beating people and shooting, and they used stinky water cannons. People died.
بدنا نقتل كل الخونة. أي واحد مع إرهابيين حرب بدنا نقتله. شوفوا شو صار لهم لهدول العالم.
The army put up checkpoints everywhere. My cousins in Damascus were arrested at a checkpoint, imprisoned and tortured for joining the peaceful protests. Then people got weapons and the Free Syrian Army, the rebels, started attacking government buildings, and government snipers shot the people shopping or on their way to work. At first, the government were bombing the Free Syrian Army who were outside the city. We still went to school, but on the way to school, we saw dead bodies lying on the ground, naked or in bags, thrown in the street. Soldiers beheaded people in the street, but we didn't leave yet. It was our home. Then the bombs fell around our house, and the sniper almost killed my dad. So we went to my uncle's village nearby that was safe. We lived there, 4 families in 3 rooms. But the buildings shook every day with the bombings happening in Douma. And my brother started having fits every time the buildings shook. He was so scared. And then our money ran out. There was no work. We couldn't buy food. We had to leave, so we sold our car to get the money to escape. We were lucky. A car was worth a lot of money. Many people were walking, staying in the street with no food. We went to Jordan, where my uncle lived. My uncle had left before. He had been tortured for running away from the army. For months, they hung him from the ceiling by his wrists, lashed him with cables, then threw salt in his wounds. We lived in Jordan for a few years. I hated it. My dad was not allowed to work, so worked illegally, but still he couldn't pay all the rent. The King of Jordan welcomed refugees. There are millions of refugees in Jordan, but not all people welcomed us. We went to the refugee school, which was in the afternoon. The Jordanian kids waited for us and told us to go back home and beat us. After 2 years, we got a call asking us if we wanted to be resettled in the USA, but then Trump closed the borders. Then a few years later, we got the call to say we would be resettled in the UK. We were so excited about moving to the UK, but also scared of leaving what we knew behind. But we heard the UK is a good country, where they respect human rights with good education and work at nice houses, with not many refugees like Jordan or Lebanon, where every fourth person is a refugee. The support workers met our families at the airport with coaches and interpreters,
Welcome to the UK. مرحبا بكم في بريطانيا.
which was good, because we didn't understand a word anyone was saying. They took us to our houses, which were not big after all, and then to a welcoming reception. Even though it feels strange not understanding anything, we met lots of lovely people and we felt comforted. Now we are settled in Lancashire. Me and my brothers can speak English now. I take the bus to college. We have made friends. My parents are still learning. My mother finds it very difficult. English is very difficult to learn, and many things are different. We are happy here, but we miss our family. And sometimes we get bad news. Just last week, my uncle was killed in Idlib. We have a photo of him all covered in blood. We hope the war will end one day. Maybe my parents will go back, but I will stay here. This is my home now.